Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Mets and the Oakland A's. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. First pitch forthcoming as Jose Reyes is set to go.
Leading off the afternoon for the Mets, third baseman Jose Reyes.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2.
This is a tough combination, and it's important for him to stay down in the zone. If he does, he'll have great success, because the sinker and the changeup, they come out on the same plane when it's thrown properly, and that's really hard for a hitter to read.
Here's another 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch and throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. First offering on its way. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Reyes the runner at first with nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Ready with the 1-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. One and one, here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Lowry on to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base.
The right fielder, number 19.
Into the box, Jay Bruce. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
That was a good changeup right there. It just missed, but an even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Strand 1, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Here's Rajay Davis now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Roger Davis.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Lifetime numbers. Against Steven Matz. 1 for 3. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. But it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Coming to the plate now, Stephen Vogt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Ryan Healy. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a liner. But this one lands in the bullpen area. A foul ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. So a good job there of taking third unannounced, but meanwhile the strikeout means 2 men are gone now. Here comes the first pitch. Chris Davis is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on. This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And another foul ball.
Now that's some good hitting. You hear the cliche good hitting, but that is. He fouls off a changeup with 2 strikes. Very difficult to do.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The A's. Now at the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
And the pitch. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Oakland A's. And I'm looking at first base at Yonder Alonso. When I watch him pick a ball to the dirt, it reminds me when 1, he was a catcher, but 2, his...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Here's Lucas Duda now. Lifetime against Jesse Hahn. Hitless in 3 at-bats. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Juan Lagares stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Here's Matt Joyce now. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz.
Right fielder, Matt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Look out. 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Too high. And it's 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Squared that one up just a little late. Nobody out, runner on first. Sinker's low, but called for a strike. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Well, let's take a look at the Mets defense, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that station standard baseball.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that locate
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Standing in, Yonder Alonso trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Oakland. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on MLB Network. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
The 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Here it comes. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he runs it down in the bullpen. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Standing in now, Jose Reyes. As he'll take a look at ball one. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. Tap down the line. That winds up foul. 1-1. Here it comes. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Well, there's a one-out infield single, and you know what? You can start a lot of rallies with one out. He was hustling down the line. If he's pitching, you think, golly, that was so unlucky.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's not in time, so Reyes has himself a stolen base. Now the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. A pause and the 0-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance.
Well, nice job right there. He comes through with the RBI base hit, and now his side has the lead.
Jay Bruce.
Here's Jay Bruce now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. Throw on to Alonso, takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Here's Jed Lowry now. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Just a tick behind for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, that pitch gets your attention right away. That's that ball up and in. No hitters get back there. They go, hey, that could end my career. That ball's a little too close to my head.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jed Lowry is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch tapped up the first baseline, but it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Ready for another chance? Stephen Vogt. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I really like his game plan. You can clearly see his game plan was, I'm going to bust him inside. He's done that, and we're already in the 3rd inning. It continues to pound the ball in.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Ready with another 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up. Digging in to try it again. Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Cabrera is retired, and there's one away. Here's Neil Walker. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Walker waits on the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now here's the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
His timing looks good right there, Matt. That's following up after a fastball. He still was able to get a piece of that breaking ball.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded deep in the hole by Laurie. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 21.
Here's Lucas Duda now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1.
Oh, that was a nice pitch. A changeup first pitch. Hitter was aggressive. Swung right through it. That's how you get that first pitch strike, by throwing a changeup if you have an aggressive hitter.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Healy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Ryan Healy.
Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. The 0-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. No off offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus
Now
far.
batting, left fielder. Press.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. And there's ball one. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Oakland.
Digging in now,
Right
Matt
fielder.
Joyce. He drew a
Matt
base on balls
Joyce.
his first time up. In there at the knees, strike one. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 now to Joyce. A wave and a miss.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings. Here's Juan Lagares. He's 0 for
Leading off
1
for the
thus
Mets,
far.
The designated hitter, Juan Lagares.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Davis moving in. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Mets, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
Well, that's bad. Back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Marcus
On the ground to the left side. Right there is Reyes. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
now batting. Third
Here's
baseman.
Trevor Plouffe standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Trevor Plouffe becomes out number 2 this inning.
Yonder Alonso.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Now the pitch. Just missing here, 2-0.
You know what, Matt? He's been getting most of the pitches. I know he's complaining a little bit on this one, but he's been getting most of the pitches today. He should be feeling pretty good about himself.
A swing and a miss at a ball down. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is one pitch away from throwing 5.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Curtis Granderson. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. Looking to send him packing again. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one.
He's been doing a nice job out there in the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Simeon's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19.
Digging in once again, Jay Bruce. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he pops him up back behind second base. Simeon into shallow center. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Jed Lowry now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Lowry waits the 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Center fielder, number 11.
Here's Rajay Davis now. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for a fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Davis waits on the 1-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Boy, to hold up on a 2-strike changeup right there, that's a nice piece of hitting. You know you're looking for a fastball with 2 strikes and adjust, but the changeup to hold up on, nice job.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Stephen Vogt been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Nope.
Lays off 2-2 now.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Lowry's got it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Neil Walker comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
Now here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! Striding in once again, Lucas Duda. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Juan Lagares. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he is in there.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Ready for another shot now. Travis d'Arnaud. It's been an first pitch coming. Here it is. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now in the Oakland pen. Here's the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. Stepping in. Ready for another shot. Jose Reyes. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ryan Dull trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 now to Reyes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Starting to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Get up and stretch. Hold. Now at the plate, Ryan Healy. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He'll try it again. 3-2. Swing and a liner. Foul.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
The next 3-2. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Davis waits on the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
You know what, Matt? I'll take it. 6 1/3, 100 pitches. If he's able to get through this inning, that's a great outing.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. Here's Matt Joyce now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder, Matt Joyce.
Lays off 1-0.
Well, that shot tells you everything you need to know. He's really a little frustrated tonight. This has been a tough game. They haven't swung the bats well, and they need to start getting some offense going.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he has really thrown the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Stopped by the post office to get stamps on the way to mailing in that swing. It's 3-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the first pitch. Marcus Semien stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Off speed pitch, good for strike 2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 2 out with the man at first. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a man. Digging in now, Curtis Granderson. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Here's a swing from Granderson and a routine ground ball to second base. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The left fielder, number 52.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Here's Jay Bruce now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 0-2. Now he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield, and he is out on the tag. Let's go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. In Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw. Got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
First baseman, number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Here's Yonder Alonso. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a ball, 1-0. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Hey, we're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Into the windup and the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid. Digging in the switch hitter. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's Sean Doolittle enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, he got him to chase a fastball right there off the plate. He's such a good hitter. You don't see him chasing out of the zone very often. That just tells me the pitcher's got pretty good stuff.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Vogt gathers. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Digging in.
Neil Walker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Alonso in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
First baseman, number 21.
Here's Lucas Duda now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Boy, he is not seeing the ball at all. He's already got 3 strikeouts. If he strikes out here, that's when you start calling the eye doctor.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Leading off.
So coming to the plate, Rajay Davis. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here. is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stephen Vogt stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now the 2-1. A fastball that just misses inside. Ryan Healy is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
That's a good fastball down the zone. Now, some hitters are good low ball hitters, but that's exactly where you want to be.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Designated hitter.
Ryan Healy is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Didn't get on top of the sinker at all, if that's what it. Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Now the 2-0. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
That'll get your attention. First pitch out of the bullpen, and it's a fastball inside, nearly hits the batter. Everybody's on edge right now.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Now a long throw home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-2 ball game. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home.